Nowadays, man, we like motivation, man. I'm here to give it back, man. At the end of the day, man, you can do what you want to do, but you got to learn to be great. I'm tired of people out here playing in the game, man. You're taking up space and opportunity. So I'm here to get this real game back to y'all. If you don't like it, get out the way, man. Because we're on a whole new era, man. And we ain't going to be stopped. Real spill. Let's get it.
It's the Plug Podcast. Fuck you, man. You already know what's going on, nigga. CrossFit, all shit. Hop up in the mosh pit. Represent the truth. And you know we finna talk shit. I play black and slow, but not slow and black. If you try to run some game, that shit will not last. Very woke and dope without the nonsense. Mine is very me, I'm in my conscience. Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This the vibe that everybody wanted. I said, this the vibe that everybody wanted. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't you try to stop my job. Yeah, we finna get this bill. Only real ones in my squad. Alabama, where I'm posted. Mad cause you ain't got motion. Niggas softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean. Alabama, where I'm posted. Mad cause you ain't got motion. Niggas softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I'm with Cross, we finna ride. Niggas talking shit, but we gon' thrive. Got the viewers running up another line. Can you hear me though? Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, I'm out of CrossFit, all shit. Hop up in the mosh pit. Represent the truth, and you know we finna talk shit. I play black and slow, but not slow and black. If you try to run some game, that shit will not last. Very woke and dope without the nonsense. Mine is very me, I'm in my conscience. Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This the vibe that everybody wanted. I said, this the vibe that everybody wanted. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't you try to stop my job. Yeah, we finna get this bill. It's the Plug Podcast. K, what you gotta say to these niggas?
Salute, salute. Everybody up in the building, let's go, y'all.
Yeah, real shit, real life. Here we go. Hey, hey, I feel like Cross. I'm a motherfucking boss. I got the drip, and you know I got the sauce. I tell these fuck ass niggas get lost. Coming through your chimney like I'm goddamn Santa Claus. Hey, 2023, and you know I rock my chain. Nigga, boy, I'm grown. I ain't tryna play no games. Doing what we want, and we doing what we claim. It's crazy how they pussy niggas selling out for fame. Like, look at my neck, look at my worth, nigga. I'ma shine so hard, make it hurt, nigga. Been the way that I am since birth, nigga. Tabernacle in the stream with a church, nigga. I'm chosen, I'm chosen. I be in front of the camera posing. You see that choker on my neck and it's frozen. Hey, 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 yeah, I'm chosen. I am not stressed. I passed the test. Look at my name. Look at my team. You know we gon' win. You know we gon' win. Until the end. You know what I get. Don't see like my name is Smith. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Run up on me, I'ma make you do flips. Do a bad flip. Niggas ain't cap like an actress. I don't fuck with niggas doing magic. Pull up on your mama and it's tragic. Damn. Woo, 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 hey, woo, woo, woo. Hey, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, you can buy a watch, but you can't buy time. Every day I wake up, I'm on my grind. All that bullshit ain't on my mind. Don't need your help, my nigga, I'm fine. I'm real, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Riding in my whip and I be changing the lane. Got my OGs saying I be staying in they brain. Cause I'm going so dumb and I hopped in the game. Everything that I got came from excessive pain. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'm with Cross, and you know we going live.
Hey,
And you know my right, he by my side.
salute.
Keep it square, and shit, you know that
everybody. Salute everybody. Salute, man. Salute to everybody, man. We back at it like crack addicts. It's your boy Cross, man. Boss Cross, big CEO, man. We up here in the building, man. We just gonna build today. We're gonna get some stuff started today. I just want to do some stuff today a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So this little storyline we got right here is called She Exposed Him, right? So this story is about a 17-year-old, right? So you got a 17-year-old who messed around and ended up messing with I think it was a 28-year-old, right? So a 28-year-old, come to find out this 28-year-old was doing a whole bunch of stuff, right? So salute to the people that's coming in here, that's going to be coming in rocking with your boy. So let's go back. 17-year-old with a 28-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if daddy was around, that's some daddy's little girl type stuff, right? So that being said, 17-year-old, 28-year-old, she was going through all types of hell, right? Dealing with this old man. So he ended up doing all types of heinous stuff to her, where he ended up shooting this girl, man. She put a restraining order out on him. She had all types of stuff that was going on, which was sad because at the end of the day, somebody lost their life tragically. You feel what I'm saying? So while we're speaking on that, we're going to break this down. Salute to Viral Crimes. Y'all go check them out. Go subscribe to them. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to use the material, fair use only, and this for educational purpose. So let's watch this out. Y'all check this out, man. Salute to everybody coming in here right now.
So, like, I just woke up. I'm talking about 20 messages back to back, screenshots, this about you, this and that. Like, man, this whole 11 years older than me. I'm 17, he 28. What the is you doing on Facebook? Over here trying to, you feel me? Like, you make yourself look stupid. Mad because I don't want to come over his house because he got fleas. Like, I really need a brother so he can go over there and be his. He don't got no car. He don't got no house. He live with his sister and his.
So this right here is taking place, really just breaking it down. So what happened was this girl got on Facebook Live, 17-year-old. She found out he was 28 years old. He found out, so she exposed him. Exposing him, he went into, again, retaliation, which he ended up doing something to this young lady. My thing is, what was the parents at on this shit? You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going.
Mama, like, I'm not about to keep doing this with the same, like, already.
Salute me, Jane. Salute everybody.
He already violating restraining order. Like, baby, I do not do this.
A mother says her daughter's killer threatened the teen for months before he eventually shot her. 17-year-old LaShonda Childs died early this morning after the shooting we brought you as breaking news yesterday afternoon.
Childs said her daughter hoped to be free of a man that terrorized her for the last year. She says LaShonda dated Trendell Goodwin a couple times in September of last year, but he told her he was just 20 years old. Childs says her daughter told her Goodwin turned her life into a nightmare with controlling, abusive behavior.
He made me walk from our house to his house with a gun pointed at my back. She said I was scared.
So y'all hear that? So that's what I'm saying. Like, these young girls don't understand these old niggas, man. These old niggas something else, man. I can't stand these old niggas that be hitting on these young girls, man. And you know what I'm saying? Me having a daughter and all that, and I know a lot of my homeboys that do. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here is crazy. So she finds out, the mama, my thing is the mama that found out. Why the mama didn't really say anything from the get-go, and the girl found out because he told her she was 20, found out he's 28 years old. Let's keep building, y'all.
For my life as well as my family's life. He killed her like he said he was.
17-year-old LaShonda Childs was just starting out in life. She was a business owner and had many goals she wanted to achieve, but sadly her life was tragically cut short due to a long-standing and dangerous domestic violence situation involving her 28-year-old ex-boyfriend.
Again, fair use. So again, that's the boyfriend right there that was 28. She's 17 years old. Goody, salute Goody. She ain't had no business. That nigga was already crazy from the get-go.
Despite multiple efforts to protect herself and seek help, including getting a restraining order, calling the police, and sharing disturbing details of the abuse on social media, LaShonda's ex-boyfriend would resort to the ultimate act of violence by pulling the trigger and taking her life. Why wasn't she protected after so many public pleas for help? Welcome to Viral Crimes.
So this one right here, salute to Viral Crimes. Again, this is about a young lady that was 17 years old, man, and she lost her life. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's sad, unfortunate, because again, young ladies like this fall in it, and this goes with social media and all the stuff that I showed y'all about social media. She getting caught into everything that this young man is, well, this older man is doing. So again, let's keep going, y'all.
Of 2017. LaShonda had been led to believe by Trendell that he was 20 years old, and once she discovered that he had lied about his age, he began exhibiting symptoms of aggressive behavior towards her. February of this year, Trendell bit LaShonda so forcefully that she began bleeding. Following a dispute about text messages involving another lady, Trendell was arrested on February 19 after LaShonda reported to police that he had bit her left shoulder and struck her in the face.
See, this is what I don't understand. Like, why in the world did not, you know, my whole thing is all those things and those barriers she put in place, like biting her and all that stuff. That's what I'm saying. This man is a 28-year-old man and he's doing all that shit right there. That shit is sad and unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Somebody should have said something from the get-go. That's my whole thing. Somebody should have said something from the get-go. So let's continue.
Trendell completed 19 days of a 180-day sentence for misdemeanor assault. Trendell was told to stay away from LaShonda, was put on house arrest, and required to seek counseling. Trendell would often take LaShonda's phones and harass her and her family. He was the type of guy who would call you 70 times a day, non-stop. It was aggravating as well as annoying and scary, said LaShonda's mother. According to LaShonda's brother, Trendell continued to contact LaShonda even after their breakup. She was actually in the process of leaving, he said. LaShonda allegedly confided in her mother about Trendell's abuse of her at some point. She told her mother about a time when Trendell made her walk from her house to his house with a gun pointed at her back and.
See, that's another thing. Like, if I don't understand this, you know what I'm saying? Her being 17, she told the mother, like, first of all, once she figured out that the guy was 28 years old, the mother should have stepped in. I understand the law should have stepped in. I don't know if she had any brothers. I don't know what she could have had. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going, y'all.
How she was scared for her life as well as her family's life. LaShonda and her family repeatedly asked the police for help. Trendell was on probation for a misdemeanor assault case against LaShonda and was ordered not to see her when he allegedly pulled her hair and wig, set it on fire, and threw it at her, causing burns on September 13, 20.
See what I'm saying? Like, so you telling me he threw her wig off fire and threw it at her? Yeah, he's acting her age. Like, that tells you something is dangerous about this man right here. You see what I'm saying? Like, you snatch her wig off, set it on fire, and throw it on her and burn her. And she's only 7. Then you got to remember, she's 17. He's 28.
18. The burning sensation caused her to drop her phone. Trendell picked the phone up and fled the scene. After this incident, Trendell sent numerous threatening messages to LaShonda and her friends and relatives. Trendell's probation was extended by 1 year, and a criminal protection order that required him to keep 500 feet away from LaShonda was up.
Man, that ain't no order. That's not a good order to have. Hell, what the hell? You only 500 feet away? That seemed dangerous in itself. Like, come on, man. Damn. And she's 17. I'm going to keep saying it. I understand she's a year away from being some places an adult, some places she's 17. But salute fun guy, but it's just sad to me that this young lady lost her life. You know what I'm saying? And the mama, that's why I said, and I'm not blaming the mamas, but that mama right there should have stepped up. And again, I'm gonna be as a father. What was the daddy at on that?
Held. Court records show that on January 31, 2018, Trendell kidnapped LaShonda. Trendell slapped LaShonda in the face after she told him she was leaving to hang out with a friend. The argument escalated until Trendell threatened to knock LaShonda out. Trendell then kicked her out of his home with little clothing. After LaShonda attempted to make contact with neighbors, she returned to the residence in an attempt to retrieve clothing and shoes. Trendell then dragged LaShonda into the residence and would not allow her to leave.
Come on, ladies, you know what I'm saying? Again, at the end of the day, when you dealing with you, and salute to Kennedy earlier today, man, you got to know who you picking. You got to know who you picking. You know, this is right here. This went left from day one. What she went through right there, it was pure hell from day one. And that's exactly what she went through. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, again, I don't condone nobody. You get that, if it get that bad, hey, y'all need to split up. Go your separate ways. But these young folks don't know, and they think that's love of what he was doing. And first of all, he couldn't find nobody his own damn age. That's his damn problem anyway. You know what I'm saying? It was his problem. He couldn't find somebody his own damn age to deal with, which is sad.
When police officers arrived on scene, LaShonda could be heard from inside the residence, yelling that he would not let her out. Police broke into the home and arrested Trendell. LaShonda made a lengthy post on Facebook on the 21st of September, in which she discussed the risks of disregarding the warning signs of domestic violence. She stated, "All jokes aside though, everybody want a crazy guy until he got you hiding and dodging bullets. If you
See what I'm saying? Look at that. All jokes aside though, everybody wants a crazy ninja until he got you hiding and dodging bullets. If you see the signs, don't ignore it, y'all. Domestic violence is real. Not just in movies. This ninja done broke several phones, busted windows out, followed me from my house to wherever, bit me several times, threw me in the walls, made me walk into places with a gun in my back. See, and they think that that's love. That's not love, man. That's very dysfunctional in every which form and way. And everybody need to know that. That's not acceptable for nobody. If it get that rough, man, you know, you need to go on about your business. You need to do what you got to do and go about your business. That's too much. That's too much, y'all. See what I'm saying? And she posted this. She used to have like a little YouTube and stuff like that and things of that nature. I think she did. I know she had the Instagram, but you posting this is allowing and letting people know, like, yeah, domestic violence is real on both ends.
see the signs, don't ignore it, y'all. Domestic violence is real, not just in movies. This guy done broke several phones, busted windows out, followed me from my house to wherever, bit me several times, threw me into walls, made me walk places with a gun to my back, put all my stuff in a sewer, held me hostage in a house and didn't let me leave, sat and waited at abandoned houses and watched me, pulled my whole sew-in off leaving bald spots, all that. Now he done set my—
Damn, getting beat on don't mean love, that's a fact. Like, come on, man. Bald spots, you yanking her hat, her sew-in. It said he yanked her sew-in and left bald spots. You know what I'm saying? It said sew-in and left out bald spot. Now he done set my hair on fire and shot my house up. That ain't even half the S he did, but I'm yelling y'all, come on, bro. Jeez. That's not love, y'all, in no form or fashion. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, y'all get to that point, y'all got to do that, man. It's time to go, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to know your self-worth as well as she knows hers. And if it don't work, it don't work. First of all, the age gap is big. He wanted to control her. And that's what it was. He was attracted to trying to control her because she was younger. And then what it was is she wasn't going for it. Then when she found out he had been lying to her the whole time, he told her she was 28. He was 28. And when she found out, he told her he was 20, but found out he was 28. This is crazy.
Hair on fire and shot my house up. That ain't even half the shit he did. But I'm telling y'all, that ain't where it's at. If y'all see the signs, don't ignore it. I should have left that guy a long time ago. Now I ain't even safe in my own house. Trendell responded to the post saying, if y'all
Look at that. If y'all really believe this. So this is dude. Peace, loyalty. Dude said, if y'all really believe this blank, y'all sick. This is the 12th or 13th time she said I did something, but I'm still coming back. Stop it. On God, you sick. But I don't see you in court live for what when I got witnesses. That's crazy. So he's going back and forth on her Instagram.
Really believe this?
Well, is that Instagram, Facebook?
Y'all sick. This the 12th or 13th time she said I did something but still coming back. Stop it. Trendell had the following response.
Look at that. Why I'm trying to bring you these gifts. Why don't you stop it and let her breathe, Trendell, for real? Like, chill out. When she's ready, she'll talk to you. Her own friends start getting involved. Like, he's steady, he talking slick, but you know what I'm saying? The whole time he laughing. Like, dude was tripping.
When someone suggested that he should let LaShonda breathe. I'ma let her breathe today. She better come home tomorrow though. I got a big day planned and some good news.
You hear that? People on that mother like, yo, block him. He got way too much access to you. And that's the thing, like, damn, I mean, I know you but he shouldn't have never been able to come on there on your Instagram. See, that's what gave him the mixed signs anyway, because he was off. Like, come on, bro. You ain't even supposed to be on there harassing that woman.
One of the comment threads on the post that raised the most frightening concerns was one in which a friend suggested she block him because he got way too much access to her. LaShonda responded, "Blocking don't help. He stole my phone. He can get access to all my shit."
See, that's not necessarily true. She was so much afraid of him, but at the end of the day, she should have understood that, man, this dude was a coward. You know what I'm saying? He was weak. 28-year-old man ain't got no business that grown man controlling her. Yeah, ain't got no business messing with no little girl like that. I understand. Again, I'm not saying certain places they consider grown, but in this case, we know that this man was trying to run game and he was trying to control her. And then he did all that biting her. When you talking about biting her, you talking about, bro, you talking about biting somebody. Like, come on, y'all. He biting somebody. Then put a gun to her back, walked her home with the gun in her back. Everything.
Her friend then told her to leave the city before you end up dead somewhere. LaShonda said, "I am." Less than 2 weeks after LaShonda's troubling Facebook postings, Trendell Goodwin shot and killed her.
You hear that? So less than 2 weeks after she said that, her Facebook posting, my man turned around and shot and killed her. All that. Yeah, I am leaving. She should have left. Her life was in danger at that time when he was. So 2 weeks later now, after that posting, and what she put on that live, he did not play that.
On October 2nd, Trendell opened fire on LaShonda and her new boyfriend as they were inside a parked car.
See, he was hot. He was hot. See, she didn't tell him. He found out that she had a man. He lost it. He completely lost it. That shit crazy. He was, boy, and he was stalking her. Salute, T, salute. We just sit here talking about how this 17-year-old was with this 28-year-old, and you know what I'm saying? He was biting her, beating her, all this old crazy mess. So what ended up happening was he ended up killing her. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks after she posted it, she said some things about him, about it. He didn't have no money. She found out, he told her initially she was 20. He was 20, but come to find out he was 28 years old. And she went through and this is all about the domestic violence and how rough it is.
After receiving a bullet wound to the head, LaShonda's boyfriend rushed her to the hospital. On Wednesday morning, she was declared dead. LaShonda dialed 911 only moments before she and her boyfriend came under fire. "This dude got a gun pointed to my boyfriend's head," LaShonda said on the 911 call.
So my man, so she was able to call during the 911 call, during the time he pulled up on her and her boyfriend and was pointing the gun at him and her. That's crazy. This dude was sick.
"I've got a restraining order on him. The police told me to call when I see him. I gave you the address. Can't you just send somebody out there? I'm scared. He's got a gun. I can't talk. I'm in a...
See, and the police probably just didn't even come out there real fast, man. Damn, that's rough.
bad situation. LaShonda was fatally shot in the head. The evening after the shooting, Trendell was placed under arrest and was later charged with her murder.
First at 11, the man accused of killing a Dayton teen pleads not guilty.
28-year-old Trendell Goodwin was in Montgomery County Court today where a judge set his bail at $1 million. He is accused of shooting to death 17-year-old LaShonda Childs while she sat in a parked car on Shoup Avenue.
Also there in court today was Child's family on what would have been her 18th birthday.
That's sad. And my man pleaded not guilty. I wonder what that was about. We're going to get into that. Hopefully they're going to talk about that. But yeah, he pleaded not guilty. I wonder why he didn't plead guilty or why they didn't just automatically. I mean, he's already guilty. He's taking it to trial. That's crazy. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I mean, the fact that he's taking that to trial knowing that she called right before with the police.
And friends of Childs continue to honor her memory as well. 2 News reporter Judith Ratana live in Dayton with our top story at 11.
17-year-old LaShonda Childs was shot on Tuesday and died early Wednesday. Those closest to her still mourning a death that came too soon. LaShonda Childs should have been turning 18 years old today. Police say her life was taken by 28-year-old Trendell Goodwin, who family has described as an ex-boyfriend. On her birthday, Devin Harris shows us a fresh tattoo. R.I.P. LaShonda.
My ex-girlfriend, basically my first love.
Harris says the two.
Damn. So my man, she was really in love with my man, and she got tied up with that dude, got tired of that guy. That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's crazy. So let's keep going, y'all. This is crazy.
Who met when they were 15 years old.
She hit me up one day, and, we ended up chatting online, then we ended up meeting up in person.
Now, 3 years later, he and Child's loved ones are trying to cope with their loss. The suspect in her death spent the day in court.
In view of the allegations here, the bond would be $1 million cash or surety.
In a 911 call made by Childs on Tuesday, she said Goodwin had placed a gun to her current boyfriend's head and that she had a restraining order against him.
See, that's what I don't understand. So if he had all that, how is he able to plead not guilty? You see what I'm saying? How is that? I don't get that. I don't understand that. Yeah, that was her high school sweetheart. That's sad, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Damn. He was just like, damn, dog. Like, he probably told her, man, you dealing with this old nigga right here, man. This nigga crazy. And he probably, like, when she pulled a gun, he like, bro, go on somewhere with that, bro. What is you doing? I mean, this dude was he was hurt. He was hurt, and bro, she's 17. She's going to go date somebody her age. Nigga, get over it. You 28 years old. You an old nigga. You was hurt that she didn't want you. After you tried to say she was going to give you the gifts and, hey, she want gifts and all this other stuff. Yeah, innocent until proven guilty. That's true. That is so true.
Heavily redacted court documents show just a few weeks ago, a restraining order was filed against him for snatching a woman's phone and wig before setting it on fire and throwing it on her, resulting in major burns. The same document shows 3 days later, the petitioner believed Goodwin fired shots into their house.
See what I'm saying? So when he did that, he burned her, he turned around and shot fire. Man, this dude was crazy, man. I don't understand if they had all this documentation, bro. Like, man, they should have locked. And that's what I'm saying. The court system is messed up when it comes to that stuff. Somebody should have just, damn, dog.
Dayton police records say Goodwin allegedly hit and bit Childs back in February. Harris says the loss of Childs still hasn't set in.
It really ain't get an impact to me yet. It's all shocking right now. Surprise.
Trendell later decided to plead guilty to LaShonda's murder.
Well, I would think he would. I mean, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does he expect? Like, the dude, man, they should have gave him the death penalty on his ass, man. He deserved that. He a piece of crap. Salute, Misa, salute. Yeah, this is crazy, man. This is bad.
Minutes before a murder trial was set to begin in Montgomery County, it was called off. Instead, a Dayton man accused of shooting and killing his ex-girlfriend admitted to doing it and entered a guilty plea.
And News Center 7's John Bedell walks us through the last-minute plea deal, and he explains what we will see instead of trial testimony this week.
We were expecting a jury to be seated in Trendell Goodwin's murder trial Monday morning, but now this jury box will stay empty in this case because there will be no trial.
Yeah, he ain't need no damn trial. I wonder, man, that's crazy, man. I can't believe this dude, all this for a damn 17-year-old, this young lady, man. Like, dude was he was whipped. He was straight whipped, y'all.
Goodwin agreed to a plea deal Monday morning, admitting to a murder. LaShonda Childs was 2 days shy of her 18th birthday when she was shot and killed. We now know her ex-boyfriend, Trendell Goodwin, pulled the trigger. Instead of going to trial, he admitted to murdering Childs. Goodwin got into an argument with Childs and her boyfriend at the time in October. This was at a home on Moomaw Avenue in Dayton. Childs called 911 saying she and her boyfriend got into their car and tried to drive away. That's when Goodwin pulled a gun and started shooting one of the...
Damn, yeah, T right, psycho for real. Yeah, this is crazy, man. So this dude did all that. 28-year-old man, she's 17, dog. Like, this dude is a lame. He a straight lame, dog. He took that look. Man, come on.
Bullets hit Childs in the head. Her boyfriend drove her straight to Grandview Medical Center, where she died. News Center 7 got hold of court documents in this case that showed Childs and her family went to the police for help about Goodwin multiple times. In fact, less than 2 weeks before her death, Childs posted, quote, "Domestic violence is real."
Yeah, she posted that. Domestic violence is real. She did the whole thing. Even when her friends told her to block him, and they told her on there, and he steady on there, messenger her back on Facebook, telling her, yeah, I got gifts from you. We're going to have a great day today. Man, this dude was delusional.
Her Facebook page. The plea agreement says Goodwin pleaded guilty to murder with a firearm specification attached, which will add time to his prison sentence, discharge of a firearm on or near a prohibited premises, and felonious assault with a deadly weapon. The plea document says he agreed to a sentence of 18 years to life in prison, but the judge will have the ultimate say on his punishment.
LaShonda's family gathered in court for Trendell's sentencing.
29-year-old Trendell Goodwin will spend 18 years to life in jail for the murder of 17-year-old LaShonda Childs. He won't be considered for parole until 2038, but Childs' mother Nina says this can never bring back her daughter.
No, I can't. You know what I'm saying? 18 to life. I mean, he should have got just life off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Because he's up for parole. Should have never had no parole, man, because it was premeditated to me. Like I said, the court system is different. I think that was unjust a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because he shot her leaving off. So he meant he was premeditated.
Daughter no longer have a voice that we can hear.
But it never fully closed the wound. We still have a lot of information that we don't know what happened.
Before her death, LaShonda posted to social media about how scared she was of Goodwin, her ex-boyfriend. She even had a restraining order against him, but it didn't save her life. Child's family says they'll have to carry on as best they can, but they'll never forget LaShonda.
Yeah, young women that see these types of relationships, man, they very toxic, very toxic. It don't line up, man. It's sad, man, because it's just like it doesn't make sense. It don't make sense that you would put yourself in a position, but I understand it. Like, I mean, some people like now, when you see a lot of these industry people, these rappers and stuff, and all these people talking about it's okay, and I like when he do me like that. I like when he choke me. I like when he do all this so crazy stuff. They believe that's a norm, and it's not a norm. And for her to get bit, to get a gun put on her, to get her house shot up, oh man, all that, and she lost her life. I mean, that's sad, man. That's just really unfortunate. I ain't gonna front. That's unfortunate. She was 17.
Trying to move on, live a normal life, you know. We still think about it all the time.
The YWCA of Dayton has several programs and services to help victims of domestic violence. If you are in need of help, call their hotline at 222-SAFE.
LaShonda's death has devastated her family and friends and has caused many on social media to wonder why she wasn't protected when she was obviously crying out for help.
That's what I don't understand. If she, you know what I'm saying, salute to them. You know what I'm saying? If she was crying out for help, which she was, she even said it. She came out and said it. I think at that time, yeah, RIP, real sad. Because I think at that time, I think people get so caught up in the social media that they don't realize what real life is and what the internet is. And that's why I hate people don't understand. Internet is the internet. But when it cross over into real life, it becomes real dangerous. You feel what I'm saying? It becomes real dangerous, bro. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I sit back and I look and I'm like, man, we gotta, you know, it's gotta do better, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this type of stuff. So let's keep going, y'all. Let's see what they gotta say.
She was a young girl who requested help the best way she knew how, and sadly, no one was able to help her. My condolences to her friends and family.
Yeah, mine too, dog. Because nobody was able to, you know, help this woman, this young girl. She probably started on, people probably like, girl, da-da-da. And she probably like, I'm trying to leave. But at 17, she don't really got no access to nothing. She ain't nobody, a mama, to me, a mama should have made a move and said, you need to leave. You got to go. But in them situations like that, if she's already put the proper places, you know, as far as filling out the stuff, saying it, it'd be one thing if she was lying on the man. She wasn't lying on this dude right here. You know what I mean? Like, that's just sad. And it's unfortunate that, you know, yeah, I'm not trying to be in the devil's advocate, but she really knew. Yeah. And no, you're not, you know what I'm saying? But she really knew what she wanted and she got what she wanted. That's why, again, and I'm glad you said that, me, Jane, a lot of these people don't understand that too. They don't understand when you go down that road, that's what's down that road. When you're dealing with somebody like that, and then the man already done told you one thing, and then he has violent tendencies, and you keep going down that road, it's like, if you know that stove is hot and you keep sticking your hand in it, I mean, yeah, you got burned, but you end up getting 3rd degrees. She left her home to go stay with him. Yeah, that's why I said the mother. And you're right about that. I said, well, what about the mother? Like, what the hell? The mother didn't even play the role. You know what I'm saying? The mother should have told her. But again, you got to remember, that's why I kept reiterating to people. I understand some people going to argue and say that the age limit of adulthood in certain states, and that's true. That's a fact. We did a show on that. 17, 18. But what ends up happening is it's the actual thing that the domestic part, and that's in any age, you know what I'm saying? And that's, I don't know if she was used to that or somebody showed her that or said, girl, it's okay. Don't trip. Don't worry about it. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing we got to ask ourselves. What's up with that? That's the sad part. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's sad that she was crying out and nobody heard anything. And everybody, you know, it's weird. It's like oxymoron. Nobody heard anything, but everybody heard everything, if that makes sense. Because she was on a social media platform and they took it as social media. Girl, just block them. Like the one girl said, just block them. It was beyond blocking at that time. It got way past that. And that's why I think, you know, she had to vent because she felt it coming, and it's sad. But like me, Jane said, you know, if you play it on the opposite side, you know, you play with fire, you get burnt, right? So again, RIP to that woman and LaShondaGray. I just wanted to bring that attention. Now, before I leave, I wanted to add something else into it, right? Now, I didn't know how I was going to play this, but now I got a little bit of time to show y'all. I don't know if y'all use eye drops. and shit like that, right? Artificial tears, whatever, right? Did y'all know that there's some artificial tears out there from a company that had bacteria in it, which is causing people to lose eyes? It was a recall, no lie, causing people to lose eyes and to go blind. I can't make this up. That just came out. CDC said it today. They just did a recall. Y'all be careful when y'all putting stuff in your eyes, Visine. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm going to go ahead and play this so y'all can see this part right here. And this is about, and it's been linked to 3 deaths so far. Check this
Daily
out.
Health, the CDC is putting out an urgent warning about contaminated eye drops. 3 people died, others suffered extensive vision loss.
This company right here, dog. This company right here was on the shelf, dog. I ain't never heard it. Exericare, you know what I'm saying? It was recalled, dog, discontinued because it caused deaths, caused people their eyeballs having to get their eyeball. This is crazy. It just came out. Yeah.
Of Ezra Care artificial tears were recalled earlier this year after the product was linked to rare bacterial infections. NBC News medical reporter Erica Edwards joins us now with more on this. Erica, this is pretty scary stuff. What do we know about these bacterial infections and how many people have been affected?
Yeah, so these are infections of a rare bacterial strain that's antibiotic resistant, meaning it's very difficult to treat. So far, the CDC has identified 68 patients in 16 states, coast to coast.
All right. So did y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all hear that. 68 patients in 16 states so far, coast to coast, dog. I'm telling y'all, people is going blind. Man, this is crazy. There's a bacteria in some damn eye drops that people, oh my God. This is crazy, y'all. Let's keep going, y'all. Look, 68. Oh, let me stop so y'all can see it right there. Let's stop right there. So 68 patients in 16 states identified, 8 lost vision in at least 1 eye. This shit crazy. Some had corneal transplants and 37 cases linked to outbreaks at healthcare facilities. I ain't making this up, dog. The CDC just dropped this today.
Some had, about 8 people had vision loss. Some had corneal transplants. Sadly, 4 others have had to have their eyes removed altogether.
Do y'all hear that? Some people just had to get their eyes removed altogether. What the what? Ah, that's gangster. Man, imagine losing. Listen, I was telling my wife, imagine losing your damn eyes over $20-some that you get at the store. Yeah, people going off eye drops, off artificial tears. That's what I'm saying. Just imagine you paying for some shit. You going in the store, your eyes burning. You put the drop in there. Your vision going blurry, and that shit happening. And all of a sudden, bam, you're going blind, or you got to get your eyeball. Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Listen to what the woman said.
Sadly, 4 others have had to have their eyes removed altogether, and more than half were linked to outbreaks at healthcare facilities. Ellison, I just heard back from the CDC. Most of the cases occurred before their first warning that occurred in January, but they do anticipate uncovering more cases as their investigations continue. Ellison.
So if you're watching this and you are someone who has been using Ezra Care eye drops, and maybe you go and check the date and you had it from that period of when these were recalled, what should you be watching for when, if you have been impacted by this?
This is crazy. So if you bought it before the date, hopefully people don't have it. They don't have it. If y'all got it or you know somebody, tell them don't take that no more, dog. Kenneth, what up with you, man? Kenneth, we was just talking about, we was talking about domestic stuff, but we segued into this. You know what I'm saying? Kenneth, did you know that they got eye drops that are out? I'm about to get off here in a minute, but I just wanted to run something by people. This is just a little bonus I got. Did you know that there was eye drops that actually 3 people died from, and people were going blind, and also they had to remove their eyeballs? The CDC just dropped this. This is the type of stuff that they don't put on the news, but it came in the Daily Health. So check this out.
In today's Daily Health, the CDC is putting out an urgent warning about contaminated eye drops. 3 people died, others suffered extensive vision loss. Bottles of Ezra Care artificial tears were recalled earlier this year after the product was linked to rare bacterial infections. And
so far, yeah, I knew about, did you? People thought I was crazy. I never did. Yeah, man. Hey, I told my wife, I'm done with that, dog. Forget them eye drops, dog. I'm not putting nothing in my eyes no more. I saw this today, and this CDC just dropped this today.
NBC News medical reporter Erica Edwards joins us now with more on this. Erica, this is pretty scary stuff. What do we know about these bacterial infections, and how many people have been affected?
Yeah, so these are infections of a rare bacterial strain that's antibiotic resistant, meaning it's very difficult to treat. So far, the CDC has identified 68 patients in 16 states, coast to coast. Some had about 8 people had vision loss. Some had corneal transplants. Sadly, 4 others have had to have their eyes removed altogether.
You hear that, Kennedy? 4 people had to get their eyes removed altogether. That's crazy.
Together, and more than half were linked to outbreaks at healthcare facilities. Ellison, I just heard back from the CDC. Most of the cases occurred before their first warning that occurred in January, but they do anticipate uncovering more cases as their investigations continue.
So it's more cases going to come out about this. Just they got the 68 so far in 16 states. So I don't know what 16 states they was in. But anybody using those artificial tears, those drops, bro, be careful, because it's like, damn, dropping bacteria. So they're going to break it down and tell you, listen.
Ellison.
So if you're watching this and you are someone who has been using Ezra Care eye drops, and maybe you go and check the date and you had it from that period of when these were recalled, what should you be watching for when, if you have been impacted by this, should you be seeking medical attention?
So first, these drops have been recalled. The CDC says no one should be using the Ezra Care artificial tears or another brand, Delsum Pharma artificial tears, or an eye ointment made by Delsum Pharma. Now,
so Delsum Pharma and also Ezra tears shouldn't be doing all the ointment. So you run the ointment. See, yeah, I'm telling you, hey kids, you got me on that. You got me on it right now. Damaged goods, what's up with you? Hey, I'm just telling them about, did you hear about these? Well, we were talking about domestic earlier, but I segue into this one. Did you hear about the teardrops the CDC called out and said that 3 people died from it? You know what I'm saying? 3 people died, and people went blind and they lost their eyes and they had to remove their eyeballs. That's crazy, dog. Listen to this. Yes, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, you do. You be on point, Kennedy. Check this out.
Facilities. Ellison, I just heard back from the CDC. Most of the cases occurred before their first warning that occurred in January, but more than half were linked to outbreaks at healthcare facilities. Ellison, I just heard back from this.
Oh, right here.
Their eyes removed altogether, and more than half were. Some had antibiotic resistant, meaning it's very difficult to treat. So far, the CDC has identified 68 patients in 16 states, coast to coast. Some had about 8 people had vision loss. Some had corneal transplants. Sadly, 4 others have had to have their eyes removed altogether, and more than half were linked to outbreaks at healthcare facilities. Ellison, I just heard back from the CDC. Most of the cases occurred before their first warning that occurred in January, but they do anticipate uncovering more cases as their investigations continue. Ellison.
So if you're watching this and you are someone...
That's crazy. So let's go here. All right, let's move a little bit forward. What was that?
Seeking medical attention.
So first of all, these drops have been recalled. The CDC says no one should be using the Ezra Care artificial tears or another brand, Delsum Pharma artificial tears, or an eye ointment made by Delsum Pharma. Now, symptoms of an eye infection are an urgent matter. The CDC says that if you have these symptoms that you see on the screen, they're yellow.
Yeah, so y'all see that these are symptoms of the eye infection of any drops. And y'all anybody taking drops out there, yellow or green, you end up having a clear discharge, eye pain, discomfort, feeling of something in your eye, increased sensitivity to light, and blurry vision. I don't trust anything new that come out with anymore. Nope, you're right.
Green or clear discharge, eye pain, discomfort or redness, feeling like there's something in your eye, increased sensitivity to light, and blurry vision. Call the doctor immediately. Ellison.
So there y'all go. Yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there and let y'all see that too. So what y'all think about that? Like Kennedy said, you know what I'm saying? He been saying it. And it's a lot of this going on. I've been seeing it when I sit back and I start analyzing this stuff. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I couldn't believe this. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't. Yeah. What'd you say, Kennedy? Let's see what Kennedy said. Kennedy said, even though they know it's real with fake hair or on and fake makeup, bow ties, notice that they reported they feeling dropped knowing that they effed up. Run that back just a little cross. Okay, we'll run that back.
States coast to coast. Some had eight people had vision loss.
Appreciate it,
Some had corneal transplants. Sadly, 4 others have had to have their eyes removed altogether, and more than half were linked to outbreaks at healthcare facilities. Ellison, I just heard back from the CDC. Most of the cases occurred before their first warning that occurred in January, but they do anticipate uncovering more cases as their investigations continue. Ellison.
So if you're watching this and you are someone who has been using Ezra Care eye drops, and maybe you go and check the date and you had it from that period of when these were recalled, what should you be watching for when, if you have been impacted by this, should you be seeking medical attention?
So first of all, these drops have been recalled. The CDC says no one should be using the Ezra Care artificial tears or another brand, Delsum Pharma artificial tears, or
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Kennedy. And they're saying what they not understanding, y'all. Yeah, that's a fact. They just look at them. They just got them on there talking.
An eye ointment made by Delsum Pharma. Now, symptoms of an eye infection are an urgent matter. The CDC says that if you have these symptoms that you see on the screen, they're yellow, green, or clear discharge, eye pain, discomfort or redness, feeling like there's something in your eye, increased sensitivity to light, and blurry vision. Call the doctor immediately. Ellison.
See what I'm saying? So that right there tell you enough right there. This is crazy, man. I just know that I don't know what's going on and why they feel like they need to do some, you know what I'm saying, put some damn, yeah, and look at them look just alike doing it and showing how you going to lie. Look at their reaction, Cross. Yeah, I saw their reaction. That's what I'm saying. It's all played out, dog, but I'm just saying, like, all of a sudden, you know, the CDC now has got stuff with drops in it. And like they say, they just try, I think they're more or less trying to scare people because they didn't seem like too knowledgeable. Old girl didn't seem too knowledgeable about it. You would think that she would say why. And I mean, yeah, they broke it down about far as what it is. Yeah, that's exactly through the eyes. That's why I said they talk about drops through the eyes and things of that nature. Man, that's crazy, man. Yes, you have. Hey, I appreciate it too, Damage Good. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I noticed what they, know what they did. That's a fact. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to drop this bomb on y'all tonight, man. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight, rocking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to throw that out there. I wanted to talk about that whole thing. R.I.P. LaShondaGray. You know what I'm saying? I brought that attention to how, again, her being 17, the guy being 28, him end up end up running down, you know what I'm saying, and end up killing this young lady. And, now he's going to jail, but he ain't doing much time, you know what I'm saying? And then the segue into this whole artificial teardrop thing, I wanted to add that in there. Yeah, RIP to her, man. Very sad, man, because she put up so many different warning signs. And y'all young ladies out there, y'all don't need that. Like Kennedy said before, y'all don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody needs that in their life, man. And you got to be careful who you dealing with, who you running with, and who you trying to protect. Because that same dude that she was trying to look at or trying to date, or he lied to her, end up putting harm to her. So again, yeah, they said all the message we have 14 COVID and other vax, y'all can get F you, bro. I ain't get, nah, don't get that. I'm going to do a show on that too. You know what I'm saying? On that myocardosis. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting crazy now for these young folks, especially sports athletes. But we'll get in that to another time. So again, salute to everybody came here rocking with your boy. I appreciate y'all, man. We're going to keep on building, keep on growing. Until the next time, y'all already know. Peace.
Kane, what you got to say to these niggas? Yeah, real shit, real life. Here we go. Hey, I feel like Cross, I'm a motherfucking boss. I got the drip, and you know I got the sauce. I tell these fuck ass niggas get lost. Coming through your chimney like I'm goddamn Santa Claus. Hey, 2023, and you know I rock my chain. Nigga, boy, I'm grown, I ain't tryna play no games. Doing what we want, and we doing what we claim. It's crazy how they pussy niggas selling out for fame. Like, look at my neck, look at my worth, nigga. I'ma shine so hard, make it hurt, nigga. Been the way that I am since birth, nigga. Tabernacle in the stream with a church, nigga. I'm chosen. I be in front of the camera posing. You see that choker on my neck and it's frozen. Hey, yeah, I'm chosen. I am not stressed. I passed the test. Look at my name. Look at my team. You know we gon' win. Until the end. You know what I get. Stone C, like my name is Smith. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Run up on me, I'ma make you do flips. Do a bad flip. Niggas ain't cap like an actress. I don't fuck with niggas doing magic. Pull up on your mama and it's tragic. Damn. Woo. Hey. Woo. Hey. Yeah. Hey. You can buy a watch, but you can't buy time. Every day I wake up, I'm on my grind. All that bullshit ain't on my mind. Don't need your help, my nigga, I'm fine. I'm real. Yeah. Hey. Riding in my whip and I be changing the lane. Got my OG saying I be staying in their brain. Cause I'm going so and I hopped in the game.